Happy hump day. Good to see everybody. Big waves to you. Go ahead. If you're not smiling this morning, go ahead and start. Just go ahead and start. We'll trick your mind into thinking you're having a good day. No. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Got a praise report. Tell everybody, one of our community members that we talked about yesterday, and I'm sure he's either watching live or he'll watch the recording. But Brother Clark Snow out of Arkansas, him and his wife, Sunday was hit head on. And he's got some broken ribs, but he is up and he's actually doing some videos on social media. So we're so happy, and thanks for all the prayers that this community lifted up for that family. So, all right. Is it Andrea? Birthday today? We've got a birthday person on the coach's corner.
I know Anna Jersa.
Okay, Anna, happy birthday.
Yeah, it could be others. I don't know.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Anna. We want to say that. So our word for today is influence. And I'm going to get right to it because I want Coach Myra Miles have plenty of time this morning. But influence, if you look at the definition, it's the capacity to have an effect on the character, the development, or behavior of someone or something. So I immediately think about, we all went through school, right? I was just joking about my experience as a student, but we've all had people in our life that had influence on us. I can think about some amazing teachers in my life that had influence over me. And I can think about some amazing coaches and administrators that had some amazing influence over myself. And it does affect the character. I mean, it's life lessons that I learned then that I still take and remember today. And I'm sure you can relate to that and you can think back about that. And so I come across this. We truly have a responsibility as we live this life. I mean, we have a responsibility to influence the people in our life to be the best possible people they can be. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up. And I guess for me today, when I look at influence, I think about myself and I kind of self-reflect and I go, man, where I'm at in life right now, am I at the point, we talked about it yesterday. Am I on the high? Am I kind of, is things kind of mundane? Like, am I in a rut or am I in a low, like a kind of a bad spot right now? Depending on where I'm at, depends on how I go through my day, encouraging others, lifting each other up, building people up. At the end of the day, influencing people. And so I went really quick on how to be a positive influence. I think we all want to be a positive influence. How do we do that? Number one, I'm looking at Coach Myra. Coach, hopefully I'm not right on top of what you're about to say this morning. So how to be a positive influence. Number one, lead by example. And all I got to say by that is lead with the tongue in our mouth. I mean, our tongue in our shoes, not the tongue in our mouth. Like, lead by doing, lead by showing, lead by taking action. Number two, do your homework. Like, be knowledgeable about what you're talking about, right? Look into it. Don't just spout off at the mouth and you don't have a clue what's going on, but you just want to sound important. Now, I say you, I'm talking to myself. Number three, be authentic. Know myself, share myself. You will never, or I will never be able to influence the world by trying to be like the world. I got to be me. I got to be how God made me to be, right? Number four, listen. Listen to both what is said and what isn't. Watch body language, posture, read the room. Figure out what the world needs, what the people need. See the people. Number five, tell a story. if you want to influence people, learn to tell stories. People relate to stories. And one of the other ones I put down is number 6, catch people being good and shower them with praise. I'm going to leave you with this and turn it to Coach. Back when I was coaching, I made a decision because of one of my mentors to lead the locker room with love, to lead the classroom with love, to tell the kids I love them. And then it moved from the kids to the parents. And it was uncomfortable at first. Like when you lead with love, sometimes adults look at you like you're crazy. But over time, it always wins. So, Coach, I'm going to turn it to you. Thanks for being here, guys.
Well, Coach, that was great, but you're being a tremendous influence on all of us. I've noticed here lately, and I'm not real sure where this has come from, but somebody has influenced you to set up a doggone studio in your office. I mean, like, I feel
Yes.
like I'm listening to a professional podcast now every single day. So awesome job. But yeah, thank you for the words. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've got my notes. As you can see, I write in one of the books that Brent sent me. I love the book so much, I ordered me a whole bunch more, but I'm going to hit only a few of the points that I had on my notes. And I'm just going to share some things as Coach Brent always says, this is coming from the heart. First of all, the true meaning of influence is the power or capacity of causing an effect in indirect or in intangible ways. I think about, when I think of influence, first and foremost, I think of my parents. What I want to do is challenge you right now, as I'm talking through this for the next couple of minutes. Who are the people that have just anchored you in your life that were your first influence, that you really, really looked up to? And I'm talking about from a little kid. My whole thing growing up is I never wanted to disappoint my parents, because I thought the sun set and shined on them. I still think that today as a 60-year-old. But, their influence on me challenged me daily to try to be better. Now, Brent was talking about Bill, and that when he was a principal, that he would have been a challenge. Listen, Bill, I'd have probably been an ISS at your school every day. I mean, I was a challenge as a child growing up. So I would have been in there with you, Coach Palmer, but the influence that they had on my life was something I'll never forget. I also think of, in my world of athletics, I think of Coach Nuna Kennard. You can Google her name, and she is a legend in women's athletics. She's a pioneer in the state of Alabama. But Nuna Kennard had an influence on me, and I don't know if this is like you, the people that have had the biggest influence on you, were they the hardest on you maybe? Think about that. Were they the toughest? Did they hold you accountable more? That was what she did with me. And I would be so angry and mad some days. But to this day, she's over 90 years old. And she has a powerful influence on my life. And she has had such an influence on my career, on how to treat people, how to be where my feet are, how to love hard, how to just love in general. So think about those people that have an influence on your life. How can we become a better leader? How can we become a better leader that has good influence? And I say good influence because I think that all of us at times have had a bad influence on people. I know I have. And those are the things that keep me up at night. So here are just some characteristics I want to share with you briefly. All of the intentional people that influence, the people that have been influential to me and probably to you, they are all very intentional. Think about that. Are they not? Think of the people that have had such a huge influence on you. They always prioritize what needs to be done. They choose, their words properly and correctly. And it's always with compassion. Don't ever think that words do not matter. Words matter. A person that has a great influence is easy to connect with. I think we all need to work daily on connecting more with more people. I think your goal should be every day to connect to somebody new today. Find one person to connect with. I'm talking about just you pass in the hall. Eye to eye contact is a connection. You can have an influence with them. So they connect. You know, another thing about a person with influence is they're just resilient. Just go back to what I said with Miss Kennard. She was resilient on everything that she did with all of us, but even in her life. So I think that to be influential in our lives, we have to look at the big picture of a lot of things. And here's something that I thought was very interesting in people that have great influence is they are lifelong learners. You know, that is something that we all have to be a fan of, is if we don't continue to learn, we're going to die. You know, in everything that we do, whether it's our job and our family or whatever. So I think the great thing that each and every one of us can do as we branch out into each and every day is try really, really hard to do a better job of influencing others. So, and I mean that in the best way possible. And I know Brent and I, you know, I haven't talked to him actually a whole lot this week, but the influence that every single one of you have on us is absolutely amazing. I mean, there are just so many days that I can't be here. Like I can only be here on Thursday, the rest of this week, but the influence that you have determines my day, how it sets up. So I have to do something different on the days that I can't be with you guys. So your influence is powerful. Thank you for the word, Coach Palmer. And thank you for your influence, Coach Palmer, and in everything that you do for everybody. So y'all have a great day. Always great to see you. Love you.
Coach, great lesson. That was awesome. That was awesome. I'm ready to go after the day. Guys, we truly do. We love you. We appreciate your partnership. And if you're a macho man and that feels a little weird to say you love, well, get over it. Get over it. Okay. No, y'all have a great day, guys. Go out and rock the world. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Guys, grateful for
Have a
you.
great day.